So it was a matter of, did I want to go out and walk in radiation? And it's like, I do have more power over that radiation. That radiation can't kill me. It only can kill me if I let it kill me. Same with the cigarettes. Cigarettes will kill you. And most people who smoke or have any kind of addiction have the association of wanting to die. I mean, if you, because there's an association with all cigarettes, with an addiction. Anything that typically leads to death, and then anybody even risks going down that path, is making a challenge to the universe to learn something. Uh, there's some things aren't what they seem, anyways. So I notice that I do smoke because of that, but those are my associations with it. That I just happen to see that everybody else has the same association as I have with it. So you can read other people, even if they want to disagree. It's like, well, why would you want to disagree with something that you know leads to this? Anyways, I'm going to get off topic. Um, the cloud thing came from when I went to school in Calgary. It was the first time that I, got out. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I always wore hand-me-down clothes. Everybody else got new things. I was the last person that got anything. But now I had to get into school. I had to wear business clothes. Had to wear the high heels. I was like, had to wear the makeup. Had to have hair. I mean, I'm getting out of the house, and by going from my car to the school it was Calgary, really horrible weather, and it rained really, really, really hard when it did. And so I just one day says, that's it. It's gonna just not rain on me anymore. I've had it. And it's just sometimes when you live in with absolute statements of belief, poof, it happens. But it is knowing where you absolutely believe it. And I notice the difference with me when I absolutely believe myself and when I doubt myself. I can see myself doing it. But when I said this about the clouds, it was like I really meant it, because I was like looking good, and I didn't want the rain to wreck the hair. So every time that it was a downpour, as soon as I'd open my car door, the rain would stop. And I would get into the doorway of the school, and then it would continue. And it was so like, first you notice it happening just by yourself, but when you see it happen over and over and over again, then you get a little confident. You could say, watch. And then I could tell other people that it's pouring rain and everybody doesn't want to go out to their car, and it's like, watch, why don't you go to your car when I do, because it stops every time. And so everybody, there was a time where a few people seen that I went out there and it did stop raining while I went to the car. And it was a really big downpour, and it just, from my observation, it has never rained on me for like 10 years except for today. And a lot of things with like ADHD, this website that I'm going to be able the healing of that is developing new rules. Always constantly shift up your rules. Um, so I wanted to experience that rain thing, and now that it rained, it's like, well, what's that one about? It's like when something disappoints you, it is your biggest gift. So every time something comes at me, it's like I may feel bad, which makes me go for a cigarette, or but looking at the negative that comes up, and not look at it as a bad thing, but as a good thing. What's good about this? How can I use this to my advantage? And um, so the rain, and there's radiation in the rain. And then, should I warn people when I know just the stress of knowing it's there would be unhealthy? And it's almost like, do we really want to wake people up to what's really going on? Or the people that know something's wrong, are we just powerful enough to maybe fix the problem ourselves? And guide people that maybe they don't know, but maybe they don't even need to know. Maybe there's enough of us that know that can handle the problem on our own. And so I kept walking because I noticed that things that can kill us don't necessarily have to kill us. It's like what causes some people to have cancer can spontaneously heal their cancer. And um, it's the same thing with people in the Gulf. It's the same. Um, everybody's going to have to deal with this, that there is more pollution in our air, but does it have to affect us? It will constantly affect us as long as we know we are not stopping a clear problem. Because ultimately, in our reality, what causes our diseases is the source of the problem. So as long as we know that there's a source of something wrong, there's a behavior someplace wrong, that will never get fixed. But as long as you know that it's getting fixed at source, then all of a sudden the poison that's in the air gets transformed. It does not have to affect you. It may need cleaning because it will affect plants, it will affect all areas of our life that we want healthy. It is looking at things, no, we would prefer it to be a lot healthier this way. Um, our illnesses are guiding us towards what is the right thing to do. Um, so because you see that there is an illness going on, you cannot say this is not bad behavior, because it is bad behavior, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the thing that kills you. It is such a wild, wild picture, but I know I took the chance and I went out there and I, without a doubt, kept walking in the rain, because I'm not going to look at, okay, well, if it's going to rain, then it's raining, because I need to know a different level of, if I can control the clouds, then I can control the nuclear power molecule, the nuclear waste or whatever's in the air. I can control them from not hitting me. I can, I can put like that same umbrella that stopped the rain. The rain can hit me, but those molecules don't have to. And they may be on my clothes, but they don't necessarily have to go through my skin. Like, and then I could see, do I really believe that? Do I believe like that as deep as I believe the rain? And the only thing that made me confident was being able to see it. And I'm seeing that all the time, is that you develop a stronger level of confidence once you see it for yourself. So this is something that I won't be able to see, so I won't be able to know if I have confidence. It's almost like you're going to have to just live with the confidence that it's true and see it from, I don't know, it is a level of, no, it ain't touching me. It's the same thing that kept me from aging. Is like, no, aging's just not gonna affect me. It's just not gonna happen. And the cloud, it's just not gonna rain on me. It's just not gonna do that. No way. It's like, you've got to have that diva ain't going to happen. And it does create, but it can create on a really molecular level. If you can see it in the bigness of your world, it can do it in the smallness of the world. But it is that attitude. And with that attitude, you really got to believe in yourself. But with that attitude too comes to, you cannot do any harm to other people, because karma has a way of being one hell of a bitch, that it teaches you your skill. Your karma. Ultimately, no matter how much you want to lie to everybody else, you lie to yourself. And when you find out, it is like catching yourself in a lie. So it's like the joke is on you all the time. It doesn't matter whether everybody points the finger at you. The joke will always be on you. That it all starts from you and your maturity level. Um, so The smoking, I'm going to have to mature from it, and starting new routines is another way. You've got to let go of one repetitive old thing that doesn't work and develop it with something really new. So this new thing about the rain can develop a stronger belief that I can do this, because ultimately I know that that's taking the oxygen out of me. My smoking, everything that's making my body weaker. I am feeling like in a weaker state, a non-believing state. But I know that if I don't have that smoking in, if I know that I'm in more alignment with myself, then I know I'm more in charge of the particle world, which means that the only way I know that nothing can touch me, no way, is if I know that no way that I need another cigarette, that it's just completely gone. I have mastered and matured from never needing that cigarette again. And so it's a replacement. I have to do a lot of replacing now, and replacing things with something new. And my rule was just exercise. I go out for a walk every day at 6, and then you can start to see you're getting off your routine again. What's that about? Making a little course correction. So now uh, I need to stop looking at my emails is the next thing that I'm going to do, because I really, really love it. It's like my friends, and I'm paying too much to my emails, and it's getting me off track. And I need to start my day getting ready for work, and the team is showing up, and I'm going to have to be reliable to that team. And, so it is more deeper knowing in myself and maturing from the smoking. And when I mature from the smoking, then I know I've upped myself a level of my own personal maturity, which a lot of that is, you want to mature from your ADHD or your autism or your um, ADD or whatever mental illness that you want to suffer from, addiction, anything. If you want to, you need to overcome it. You need to mature from it at some point in time. You know that it's dysfunctional. And right now, look at the world. Anybody that is having any challenges, it's like the world needs you. And what is the end goal is that it is your full potential. It is a matter of living your life your way. It is about, but in a functioning way within society. So it's like, why be the slave when you can? It's now more than ever. We need creative ideas and support of each other, and we can build anything. Nothing can stop us. I know for mine, it's like even the dragons thought it was the dumbest idea possible. So I am making the dumbest idea possible, and takes money, does it really? You know, there's always a way to overcome every obstacle that I've ever faced. And most of those gifts came from smoking. If I wasn't smoking, I wouldn't have thought of those great ideas. Is that really true? No, but I bet you if I get rid of that smoking, I can do it all on my own and a lot peaceful and calmly and just mature. And when I can do that, then I can have the power over those um, radiating rain out there. But at the end of the day, all of that radiation is on the food, and I'm going to be eating that food, which I can still say the same thing there, but it's like um, a lot of people have to know how to do this, and they won't. So a lot of people are going to die from this. So ultimately, you got to stop it at the source. Otherwise, it's going to end up killing a lot of people. Um, there's such a wild world out there, but we got to get to busy living our full potential. And living our full potential gets rid of all of this nuclear waste. It is possible to get rid of it. It needs funding, and there's a way of raising funding, but it all starts with you starting to learn how to live your purpose first. Peace out.